There we go. I'm not sure what happened there. Internet just went out. Go here, go here. The internet went out. That's what happened. This. There we go. Yeah, it was weird because I was just talking, and when I look at my phone, I see that stream like frozen ended, which is weird because everything's connected, and it just went out. But now it should be back up and running. Okay, do that. Share. Copy link. There we go. Hopefully now it doesn't mess up. Don't even remember what I was talking about. So I can close that one out. Yeah, hopefully this time it doesn't, crash on me 20, 30 minutes in. I think I'll go with this one here. Erase some of this so that's super dark and doesn't show through the paint. Okay, we want some purple. Some of this water here so we can mix it up. Some of this. Some magenta or pink. My freaking palette's dirty. Good thing you can't really see it. I really should get some more watercolor, especially white, to kind of lighten up some of these colors. Might be the best I could do. Yo, what up, Alex? The one and only. How's it hanging? I was talking about you in my last stream, which is like 5 minutes ago, but the stream randomly ended. It ended. Internet went out randomly. Probably ghost. It's a lot of work. We're not that busy. You joined last minute too? Yeah, I was talking to Graphic and I was looking down painting and I look up and I just noticed that the stream has stopped. And I look over at the Wi Fi router and it's like turned off. Well, it turned off, turning on. I was like, fuck. Yeah, it's taking over. Isn't it weird how each time you're talking about something to your friends, you get recommended that product on Instagram or Google? Lethal at the company. Have you seen that one video of two like answering machines talking in what is it? Some made up language. They have like giga speed or something. It's like one automatic, um, robot thing trying to book a room at a hotel for like people, and the one who answered was also robot, like also AI. And they're like, oh, okay, do you want to switch to Gigaspeed or Hyperlink or something like that? And they're just like beep 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 beep, beep and all quick. It's pretty crazy. I forgot what it's called, but something like that. But do you want to switch to something? And then they. The AI are just business taking advantage of our terms and services. What do you mean taking advantage of our terms and services? What about like the one other video? I think it was a Chinese video. It was like a smaller robot passing by. It was like I think after hours. I'm not sure if it was like a museum or something, but there was a bunch of robots at this one place. And a small little robot was passing by, and he tells the other robots are like aren't just they're chilling in one line, and like, what are you guys doing? Just go home. And the other robots are like, we don't have a home. This and that. And the robot's like, what? What do you mean? Like, work's over. Let's go home. And eventually, the other robots like start following the small little robot. Well, you have noticed how Apple Wizard apps has to check before it just. I don't have Apple. I have Android. But with Apple, if you don't read the terms and services, they're gonna make the human centipede, and you can be part of it. If you know, you know. Human centipede. Yeah, dude. I think everyone knows that phones and all that stuff like listen into your conversations. Let's say if you don't own any cats, but your friend does, and you're talking to him about cats. Next time you go on Instagram, Google, you start seeing ads for cat litter and stuff like that. That's pretty crazy. You call middle? It's probably the worst one. The best one probably be the person in the front, because you're not eating shit, and you get to shit in someone's mouth. The person in the back eats shit. The one in the middle, at least you get to shit in someone's mouth, but you're still eating it. The, a cuttlefish and asparagus. I mean, there's some pretty cool things with AI. Like I went to this grocery store that we don't really shop at, and now they have like digital coupons. And I was like, how the fuck does this work? And I told the people like, oh, just you just download the app, you just like enter the store, clip the coupon, and when you go to checkout, you just enter your phone number, and it's automatically added. I'm like, that's pretty dope. No more having to take coupons if you do take coupons. I'm like, oh man, I forgot it. In my opinion, that's pretty dope. I eat cuttlefish. What? I was talking about South Park. The episode with the human sensei pad. And there's like a Japanese guy in the front, and he's telling Kyle, like, what should he eat? Cuttlefish or what is it? Or vanilla paste, something like that. Yeah, cuttlefish and asparagus or vanilla pesto. Like, imagine a future where everyone has their own Jarvis or being able to teach. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff with AI and some pretty things that shouldn't aren't that cool. Like there's they recently made a Korean barbecue where I live a few months back, and I went to go check it out, and the missus ordered a boba, and a robot brought it out to us, which was pretty cool. Had like wheels and everything. It just came up to our table and gave us our drink. It was like one of the like Wally robots, kind of square, and it had like a face on it. So like instances like that, I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Did you give it a tip? Give it a gun rip? Nah, I ain't got no tip. All I did was just bring our drink from the kitchen to the table, and it wasn't even like that far of a distance. Ain't no tip. Or those also I went to San Francisco last year, and went to like an aquarium, and there was a robot there that I guess it will follow you around and kind of give you a tour of the place. That's pretty dope. We didn't do it though. We wanted to be left alone. 15% off weekend tips are crazy these days. It's crazy freaking those places that ask for a tip, or even if it's like optional, and they don't do shit. Like I don't know, let's say what can I do? I don't know. Someone takes your order at freaking McDonald's, and a prompt comes up. Do you want to leave a tip? Like, what the fuck? Leave a tip for what? All you did was take my order. Most people tip well. I'm a great server. I do at bars or restaurant depending on the service. Yeah, it depends on the service. I try and tip well, if I have the means to do so. But if the person like serving is, I don't know, has bad attitude or just not really paying attention, then I ain't gonna leave a tip. Or if I do leave a tip, it's gonna be very, very little. I hate being racist against our people, but the people from Mexico tip poorly. Well, I wouldn't know since I've never been like in that industry where I work off tips. Let's say my time as a butcher, I did receive some tips, but not too often. Ignore you. On Honestly, it depends on the service. You know, if you're giving good service, then I'll give you a good tip. But there's been times where the service is just horrible. Like it'll take. I think one time it took. Yes, she was up there when I started my live. Did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? Someone tells me you fell asleep on the board of shit. I'm gonna paint this one. But I remember one time we went to this place. I think it took 20, 30 minutes for us to get served. I think with like a menu. I mean, if you do the bare minimum, you don't deserve a tip. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. Not only that, like we went to this one place and they just took a long time just to get to us, just to give us a menu, come and take our order. And then the food wasn't even that good when it came, which was whack. And it was expensive too. Once I got his who probably was having a bad day. While I was ordering the drink. Yeah, well, if it's like shit like that, then I can give you a tip. Or if I do very little. You feel like a boss because your tips. Dude, I hate. Ande? I'll go right now. Be back. Mande? Why would the purple pass by the store and see it's empty? Let me see if I missed anything in Mexico. Wait. Okay. Felt so subconscious. I just asked for the drink, told them I was not hungry, and they came back with a drink and received. Give them 20. They grabbed it and something. You wanted to change too? For what? You don't need that change. I don't know. It isn't bad. I make 100 in a 4 hour shift. That's not bad. Well, I feel like it depends. If you have like good customers, like good vibes, then it's a pretty good time, I guess. But if you have like those shit customers, then it's just annoying. But I was saying, I hate when people give you a tip and ask for something like extra, and then you're like, okay, and you get the tip, and you see, and it's just $1, $2, like really fucking cheap ass. I had times when I was working like as a butcher, and sometimes people come and they're like, bro, here, give me the good meat, give me the fresh one, and sometimes they'll give me like cash, and most of the time I'll be like, no, I wouldn't accept it, but sometimes they'll insist, and I'll be like, all right then, and then I'll get the tip, $1, $2, like fold it up to make it seem like it's a bunch. I'm like, you cheap ass. At that point, why even give a tip if you're gonna give $1 or two? Like, if you want to do like extra work, I'll do it, but really for $1, you want me to go and get the fresh meat, cut it up for you, and all this stuff? I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I ungrateful for the $2 tip, or is it a reasonable? They try, they try to give pesos. What are you gonna do with the peso? Rat tippers? Rat tippers? What do you mean? Maybe bad tippers? I mean, there's been cheap people. Oh, there's been a few times where I have gotten like a pretty good tip. There's one dude who gave me like a $20 tip. I was like, oh shit, nice. What I do? My boss, I'll put 20 in the newspaper and be like, this guy trying to get shot up. Even right now with the other day. Fucking cheap asses. Keep the change. What they meant to say is you pay the rest of the change. Wait, you shoot me for tipping you? You're doing it suspicious. Those are like the one time where some guy like trying to give me a tip and he was kind of like suspicious about it, trying to shake my hand or whatever and give me a tip. I was like, all right, give me the good pieces. I was like, oh, okay then. And I checked it like after he left, or while I was like working or something, and it was just like I said, $1, $2, but just kind of like crumpled up. Dumb and Dumber. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm about saying even it hasn't happened recently, thankfully. But like I said, I clean houses and stuff like that. And even then, sometimes people will be like, "Oh no, can you do this extra stuff? I got you. I'll take care of you." And we're like, "All right, then that's fine. We'll do the extra stuff they ask." And when it's time to pay up, they just pay the exact, cost of whatever it is. 50 for just beers. No, like let's say if I'm cleaning a house and it's 100. Let's just say it's $100 to clean a house, like just basic. And they're like, oh no, can you, I don't know, clean my backyard? Just pick up the dog shit. I'll take care of you, bro. We'll be like, okay, that's fine. You say you're gonna take care of us? We'll do it. We do it. We finish doing everything. It's time to pay, and they just give us 100. They don't give us any tip or nothing. Like the fuck, you motherfucker. Again? Didn't you cancel it? Yeah, you gotta call them. Yeah, that's weird. Because it's not like your card has been lost or anything. And I'm not using it. And if I did, you would have seen like the DoorDash. Yeah, you would have seen the DoorDash come. Yeah, because they're charging the subscription. I'm assuming that's what it's charging you. It's fucking weird. Que gacho, he says. Everything I want guy goes somewhere, people. Nope. Tries to flip it. Oh, okay. Some people are sneaky and cheap. Oh, that right, dude. Like 2 days ago, I think some freaking person was trying to steal my my Burger King order. Cause her nephew came over and like, okay, what do you want to eat? He's like, I want some Burger King. I was like, okay then. We went to Burger King. It was empty, pretty much. There was no one in front of us in line or in the store. Actually, there was no one inside the store besides some homeless dude. So we go to like a little kiosk thing and you know input our order with a little machine there, and we waited for a good while, 20 minutes if not more. It took forever, but after a while, we Cause we were like sitting on like a shit. So let's say the Burger King was like this, right? Here is the cashier right here, that like little kiosk thing to order, and over here they have more tables. So we ordered, we went over here, waited for like 20, 30 minutes, and I was like, fuck, it's taking forever. And after a while, I came over here and I was like standing, just waiting for them to call my name or something. And this one like fat dude came up and it was kind of like standing there. And the lady called my name, but he was already standing there. And like she kind of just gave him my order. Like she gave him like 3 cups and like the bags of food. And I was kind of like just looking like, you didn't give him my order? So then I go up to her and be like, oh, did you call my name? And like I repeated my name. She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's me. And she's like, oh, okay. Here's your food. And then the guy just handed me the cups. Like, oh, my bad. And it could have been just like a simple misunderstanding. You know what this motherfucker ordered? He ordered like a bag of fries. That's it, fries. Like, how you get confused your order with mine? His order was one bag of fries. My order had 3 drinks and like 4 bags, 4 3 bags. Like, the fuck, the fuck. Motherfucker was like, he was about to walk out with my food. Yeah, cause I blame the worker too, cause they didn't even like check like, okay, where's your receipt or nothing. They just gave the guy my shit. It's just us. After maybe 5 minutes of us being there, of like people came in, got their food, and this dude that came in wasn't there at all. From the beginning, from like the 20 minutes we were there. So if anyone was paying attention, they would have noticed that this guy. I don't know. It's just and what after that, after freaking I got my food, and he got his food. He's like, oh, mine was a bag of like 2 small fries or some shit like that. He's like, oh, I'm also here for a DoorDash order or something like that. And they're like, um, do we have any DoorDash orders? And they're like, no, we don't. He's like, oh, let me check my phone. I'll be right back. I left in the car. And he leaves and never came back. That fool was trying to come up on some free food. Didn't pay shit. I'm not even sure those freaking small fries were his. I was be like, I don't see any like, but it's because I don't have him as a friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went to see what it's like in the motherland. Dude, it was stupid. Like, it makes no sense. I would understand it. Maybe he had like, I don't know, fries and a burger and a drink. He came in. Mande. I don't give a shit. He had something. He walked out with it. And also we got like an extra bag of fries. Cause after I told the worker, this is my name. She's like, okay, here's your order. There was like 4, maybe 5 bags. I'm not sure. I think it was like maybe like 4 bags. And after that whole little thing with the guy trying to steal my food, The missus, told me, "Hey, check, make sure this is our food." I'm like, "Okay, let me check." I quickly checked, and I noticed that they gave us an extra set of fries. No, two extra sets of fries. We had two extra fries. We ordered um three fries and we got five. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm taking the extra fries. After my food is about to get stolen, so someone else's got stolen. It's not my fault though. The lady didn't check or told me nothing. She literally gave me everything, so I assumed it was for us, so I took it. Am I a bad person for doing that? What do you think? For your mental anguish? It's because she didn't say nothing. She just, okay, here's your food, and everything was together. So I assumed it was all our food. So we got like an extra bag of fries. But yeah, that fucking dude was, he was trying to come up on some food. Because he was just standing there, and I went to go like stand kind of next to him. But I'm like, is this motherfucker really about to steal my food? And then when I was like telling him like, oh, did you call this name? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's my name. He was just kind of looking at me like, huh? The fuck? Well, I'm pretty sure here in California is more than $9, but dude, it was. I'm never going to that Burger King ever again. Like I said, when we went in, there was no one inside, no one in the drive-through. We ordered our food, and it took like 20 minutes, if not longer, maybe 20 minutes to get our food. Um, After like 5 minutes of us ordering our food, or pretty much after we finished ordering our food, these other kids came in and ordered their food on the same little machine, and they got their food before we did, even though we ordered first. Like, how does that make any sense? Just fucking annoying. Might be a bit too dark, actually. Leave it at that for now. Maybe actually get a bit more blue. Although I don't know, if you've seen the background right. Also, on the thumbnails, it's one of those cutting boards, right? So like, if you have a knife, whatever, you cut this, it won't mess this up, and it'll just like people use it for sewing and stuff or crafts. This cutting board in the background, you can see, as if we can syrup or something. But this cutting board is a pretty big, which is about 35 inches, 35 by 23. So it's a big, yeah, the healing mat, self healing mat. So 35 by 32 inches, pretty big mat, right? It costs $56, and we bought it at Hobby Lobby, but it was on discount. Everything was like, almost everything was like 40% off, 40% off. And I was like telling her, Joy. I was like, yeah, we should maybe get it 40% off. So it'll probably be like around like 30 something for like a big mat that you're gonna be using. Like we should go for it, you know. So we're like, okay, let's get it. We got it. Went to go pay, and the worker who was working at the register entered the mat as $6. So she put it for like really cheap. And not only that, not only did she put $6, she also gave us the 40% off. So we got it for like four something. It was a really good price. This big ass mat that's like 35 by 32. We got it for like $4 or $5. When the original price is 56. Yeah, that it wasn't a steal, it was a robbery. Which I guess the same thing, right? But like in her defense, the mat had like a little sticker, little price tag, but it was kind of faded. So the 56 kind of looked like just a six. So she kind of just quickly looked at the price tag and she saw that it said 6.99. She entered 6.99, and since it was 40% off, she put the 40% off, and we got it for really cheap, 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 cheap. We both kind of like looked at each other, like stayed quiet, and we're like, let's get out of here. So we got a nice mat for really cheap. In her defense, she was kind of a bit old and had glasses, so maybe like that. Not necessarily that she was dumb. The numbers were kind of hard to see since they were faded. So not only were they faded, but the lady was on the older side with glasses. Plus, it was kind of busy, so she was probably like stressed out and all this stuff. So she kind of just saw the 56, but didn't see the five, just saw the six. And yeah, so we got this for super cheap. But we got karma. We went back maybe a week, 2 weeks later, and had horrible, horrible freaking service, customer service. You know, we went to go get some like um. At first, we didn't know what we're gonna get, but we ended up wanting to get some more. I think it was fabric and like that astroturf or fake grass. So there was no workers near the fabric section to cut anything. So they have a little bell, ding, ring it. No one shows up. We waited like 3 minutes just in case. No one shows up. Okay, do it again. Ding. No one shows up. Then again, ding, ding. Like it took maybe close to 10 minutes for someone to finally show up and help us. And then I told the guy, we want some of the astroturf, the fake grass. And they're like, oh, okay. But he didn't really know how to cut it. So he went to go like ask some higher up. And he's like, oh, they want this, like, do you want to do it? Do you want to cut it? And then she was like, nah, I don't really want to. Like, what the fuck? And she said like pretty loud that we heard. It's here. So we're just like, what the hell? Cause like the person who was kind of helping us was like us on like lower. And he went to go to the manager. The manager was like, nah, I don't want to cut it. So the guy was like, all right, then I'll do it. So then it took him forever to cut it. And then I was it that one? Maybe it wasn't that one. But yeah, it was just a whole experience. I think the whole day we had like this customer experience or customer service. Because I think we went somewhere else after that. I think it was oh yeah, before that we went to um a pet store and we wanted to get some fishes, but we ended up not getting shit because it was just horrible service. That is squishy. How much? Search it up. All right, so like a little quick backstory. So not only did we get a good price on this mat, but we also got like a free. I'm not sure if it was fishes or like a crayfish or lobster, what do you want to call it? But we went to the pet store. We got some, stuff. And before they used to, give you the fishes in a bag with the price written on the bag. But after a while, for whatever reason, they changed it and they wrote the price on a piece of paper, maybe like this big. So they wrote the name of the fish and the quantity and the price. So that was not a problem, right? So we went to go pay. When it was time to pay, we just handed over the paper with the price and everything. We paid, and we're kind of thinking like, oh, it's kind of cheap. And I look at the receipt, and I noticed they didn't charge us for, like I said, I'm not sure if it was fishes or the crayfish that we bought. They didn't charge us for one of the things, and I look on the paper. It's because they didn't write it down. They didn't write down like either the fishes or the crayfish and the price and everything. So I look at the bag, and they wrote the price on the bag. So you get me? They kind of messed up. They wrote the price of, let's say, two items on a paper, and the third item was written on the bag. We didn't know until we left, and until we were in the parking lot, we looked at it and we're like, "Oh shit, they didn't charge us properly." But we didn't go back. We're like, "Fuck that, let's leave." So we left. I said we didn't know. Like, how are we supposed to know? They switched it up and they wrote prices on two different places, on the bag and on the paper. We just thought they just wrote everything on the paper. Like, we didn't even double check or nothing. Yeah, so that's what happened with the pet store. So then the day we bought this, no, the day we had the bad um customer service at Hobby Lobby with the freaking person not wanting to cut it, we had a bad service at the pet store as well, because like really close by. So we went to the pet store first. We wanted to get some fishes, but there was no one like in the fish area at all. And even though we were kind of standing there, there's been a few times where like one of the workers kind of like passed by, saw us waiting, and just left somewhere else. So we were fucking waiting for like a good while. Like, is anyone gonna come? No one came. So we got frustrated. We're like, fuck this, let's leave. We'll come back a different day. Cause I'm not gonna go ask for help. I should have, right? Should have like told someone to help us. But we were just frustrated. Like we shouldn't be necessarily looking for someone to help us. There should be someone in that section. Am I right or am I wrong to think like that? But no one came, so we just left. And right after we left, we went to Hobby Lobby. That's when that whole thing happened with wanting to get some fabric, and there was no one there. Person came, and just bad. That one. So those are my little stories, little rants about the times I had bad service. Hopefully you understood it all. I'll be confusing myself. Probably should have played for work. Even people who have jobs, some are like just horrible at it. One person in Hobby Lobby, it was busy, and they asked him to open up a register, and this motherfucker literally came dragging his feet, like visibly. He was like kind of just dragging his feet, going slowly with one of with a freaking AirPod in his ear. I love art supplies. So do I. Like, I don't mind workers having an AirPod in, as long as they're actually working relatively quick, fast paced. But if you have an AirPod in and you're working slow, doing everything half fast, like really, why even be here? That's why I make so much. Well, that's good. I mean, if there's a Joann's nearby you should check it out because they're going out of business and a lot of things are 20 to 40% off. Although you should go pretty quick. That's where I got this. I got this Kenson for maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The price me like $6 or something. But like I said, I think it was like 25% off. I got this white pen for like another 20% off. I also got another sketchbook, another watercolor sketchbook for like I think it was $8, 40% off. I got a really big canvas for I think like $22, and originally it's like 30 something. Excuse me. Well, I mean, I guess you go there. I too like to support, our fellow Hispanics. I go to the swap meet. El swap meet destapado. There's a local flea market. Cats and E. that it's only open like 3 days a week, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we like to go and we get our fruits and vegetables from there because it's cheaper. And the lady we go to always gives us more. She'll be like, "Oh no, the tomatoes are, I don't know, $1 a pound." We're like, "Okay, we'll take like a 2 pounds." So we get 2 pounds, and she'll be like, oh, "Okay, here, $2." And after she weighs it and give her the money, she puts like an extra 3 or 4 tomatoes in it. And she'll be doing that with everything. She's like, "Oh, you want some oranges? Okay, here, I don't know. Let's say we get five. She'll give us five and then gives like an extra 2 or 3 for free." We're like, hell yeah, this is way better than going to the store. In the store, you can't get anything free. And at least with that swap meet we go to, especially with that lady, it's only that lady. That lady. Well, actually, no, it's not, it happened a couple times, but yeah, people in the swap meet they be giving us some free fruits and vegetables extra without charging, or avocados or aguacates. I mean, I don't like them, but Joy does. And the people there sell the avocados $5 for like a basket, and depending on the size of the avocados, it could be maybe 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, all for $5. When in the store is like one avocado for $1 or something like that, and they're small. But we go there, we get it pretty cheap, and sometimes the people throw in 1 or 2 more fruits or vegetables or a good handful. But we mainly get tomatoes, onions, sometimes. But it's probably like just oranges. We get a lot of oranges from there, pineapples, fruits because it's a lot cheaper and usually better than the store we normally go to. Their produce isn't that good. Plus, in the swap meet, they let you try it. Usually, they're like, "Oh no, come here, try it out. You want oranges? Try it." But if you go to like any, you know, big store, you can't try it, and they don't give you anything for free. Plus, they have some good food. They have some, food trucks and stands. There's some good pupusas there, some quesadillas. They have churros, plants as well. We got some plants. We got some. What is it? Agave? No, not agave. Is it agave? The sábila? Amor, is agave sábila? Agave sábila? No, aloe vera. My bad. Aloe vera. We got like aloe vera, like a pretty big, medium-sized um aloe vera plant for like $6. Same size plant, like Home Depot or Lowe's, probably be like over 10, 15. Do this. Stop all messages. But enough about me. What about you? What about y'all's? What about yous? I went way too dark up here. Trying to concentrate. Make sure I stay in the lines. Double O's. No, that's an E. And it was gonna be annoying to do this one with all the freaking small letters. Looks kind of alright on the stream, but not in person. Needs more paint. Some of these spots aren't even. Here we go. ¿Lista? ¿No? ¿Lista? ¿Dormir? Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Didn't paint that much today. But I think we'll leave it there for today. I'll be back maybe later on today. Right now it's 2 in the morning. It's 2 a.m. So gonna go to sleep. Depending what time I wake up. If I wake up, I don't know, like around 9 or something, might go live again. Yeah. Gonna be it. Drunk Shim at 600 subs. Another Jackbox junk stream. Always fun. Pick this. You'll be there. Alright then, man. I'll catch you next time. I don't know if you can see. Just thinking. Peace out. Peace. I got paint.